What's good, people? It's your boy Mr. Cheap Sense, just getting off from work not too long ago. Well, about 2:35, something like that. Only stop I made was to Dairy Queen. On the way home, I got me a large Oreo Blizzard. It's in the freezer right now. As you all know, if you saw my video from earlier, I did go to Jacksonville, Florida today, and Fernandina Beach. I went to Ross first and Marshall second, which is on the way back out by the off ramp, getting back onto 95, coming north. Didn't find anything at Ross. I did pick up, I think, 2 fragrances from Marshall. It was 2 fragrances from Marshall, and I actually picked up 2 more fragrances from TJ Maxx in Fernandina Beach. But the fragrance that I'm going to talk to you guys about right now is the one I wore today, which is from Alfred Sung, and this is actually one I had my eye on before this was referred to me by a subscriber, but they kind of confirmed me buying this, just talking about it, and I got 2 compliments. One compliment came earlier this morning where one lady said that I smelled very nice. Another one towards the end of the day, she said, I always smell so good. I always know it's you anytime I smell something in the hallway. So that's cool. But this one is called High. And I guess I'm saying it right. H-E-I. High or High. However you say it. This is the 50 ml, 1.7 ounce. Pretty basic box. Nothing on either side. Does have 2-tone. It's like a lighter blue and a darker blue here. On the back, you have basic information such as ingredients and stuff like that. The bottom, you have a batch code that is punched into the box and your UPC. And if you can see it right up here at the top, it's punched into the box. The bottle is kind of nice. Really is kind of feminine to me, but it's nice. I like it. Kind of looks like a raindrop. The top does click into place. As you can see around the rim here, there's a notch, and that same notch is on the inside of this top, as you can see it right in there, and it snaps on, so it does stay into place. Atomizer is pretty decent. It's not a heavy mist, it's more of a light mist, but it does the job. In order for you to get enough of this on you to stay, you have to go heavy on the trigger. But the downfall is being that this is a kind of floral type scent. The opening on this and the first maybe hour and a half that I get decent projection out of this, it's kind of strong the first maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Not in a bad way, but it is kind of strong. You may offend a few people when you first spray this on, so give it a little time to air out. Does sit close to the skin, but like I said, the first maybe hour and a half is about all I got off of my skin of decent projection. This fragrance might have lasted me about 3.5, maybe 4 hours at the max, and that's being considerate of the fragrance. It's not bad. It's just not anything groundbreaking, and if I would have smelled that before I ordered it, I probably wouldn't have bought it, to be honest with you guys. You know how I am. Same fragrance I'm looking at here on Fragrance X, which is where I ordered it from. Price point 3.4 ounce is $16.41, and I believe that's for the 100 ml. And then 3.4 ounce of the tester bottle, which is just the bottle itself. It may not even come with a top. $13.56. And then for the 1.7, which is what I have here, the 50 ml, it was $12.84. So you really can't beat it for the price. You get a decent fragrance. It is a compliment getter, I'll give that. It says that High Cologne is an aromatic blend with green, woody, and floral accents. Perfect for everyday wear. This scent was designed by master perfumer David Appel. The fragrance opens with fresh bamboo, bergamot, violet leaf, and mint to open the palate. Aquatic, floral, and spicy notes make up the heart, with a floral bouquet of jasmine, neroli, and lavender mixed with cardamom, fennel, and dill. And I knew it was something in this fragrance that smelled familiar, and it's the neroli. And I have one from the House of Banana Republic called Neroli Woods, and it has that same smell to it. And I like Neroli Woods. Base notes are complementary tonka bean and rich musk, mahogany, amber, and cedar. So this has a nice array of decent notes. I do like that it has tonka bean in it. I do know a subscriber said that they're not keen on tonka, but I like it. Amber also kind of gives it a little sweetness too. This is nice. It's nice. Probably won't be in any of a top 5 or top 10 list, but definitely, since it's a compliment getter, I will throw it in one of those lists for complimented fragrances, and maybe give it an honorable mention here or there. So with that being said, not bad for about a $12, $13 fragrance. If you have not smelled this, I think it's worth the pickup. But personally speaking, if I would have smelled this ahead of time, I probably wouldn't have bought this. But as a blind buy, I didn't lose much. About 12, 13 bucks. So it is what it is, guys. So thanks for the assist. I can't remember who the subscriber was who referred it to me. I'm pretty sure they're going to let that be known in the comment section. But by Alfred song. Hi. Alright, so with that out of the way, you guys already saw my video, so I'll start with what I got from Marshall's. First up, as you know, I'm 41 years old. My basketball days are long, long gone. I do have an assortment of injuries. I tore my right Achilles tendon some years back. I had surgery on it, and now my left one is acting up. I have degenerative arthritis in both my knees. My right knee, if I do anything strenuous, it will swell up with fluid, and the cartilage in between my joint, in between my knee, my two bones that connect, that make the knee, the cartilage and the cushioning in between is wearing down, and it's mostly bone on bone. So I do get real bad arthritis at times. It's hard for me to walk up a flight of stairs. It's hard for me to kneel down on the ground if I have to do something. It's troublesome at times. I have a bad back at times. I have a shoulder that I was having one of them games one day where I was hitting everything, and I guess the guy was upset, and I went to drive in the lane, and it was a bigger, muscular guy named Fred, and he shoulder blocked me and hit me in my shoulder, and it almost dislocated my shoulder. So now I have trouble sometimes raising my arm up certain ways. Like if I try to raise it this way, I can't do it. I have to go this way. But going straight up, I can only go so far, and it feels like it wants to pop. So I do have those kind of injuries, and so I decided that I will give this a try. And this is M Black for Men Sore Muscle Soap with eucalyptus and peppermint essential oil, speed muscle recovery. And this was about $4. It says $3.99 right here. And I'm used to using like Epsom salt and stuff like that, so I did decide to give this a try. It was pretty cheap, so it is what it is. I'm gonna give it a shot. It may or may not work. Who knows? Mont Blanc Emblem. I have seen this fragrance before once or twice. When I saw it, it was one of the bigger boxes, and the price was ridiculous, like $50-$60. And I refused to pay that kind of price for a Mont Blanc fragrance. Somebody also told me to try the newest Mont Blanc, which is supposed to smell like Creed Aventus, but personally speaking, I'm sick of Aventus. I don't own Aventus except for a sample bottle that somebody sent me of it. I do have Insurrection Pure 2. I do have Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man, and I think I have a Parfums Vintage that somebody sent me. I think the abstract one or whatever the name of it is. But anyway, I don't want that. Maybe if it hits discount stores, then yeah, I decide to pick it up. But I'm not going to spend 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks for that. Not for a Mont Blanc anyway. But I did pick this one up, and the rest of them this size that were in the cases were like $21, $22, and this one actually was $14.99. And I'm assuming, like one of the subscribers said, this may have been a return, in which I still don't understand why it was outside of the container that they locked this in. They could have easily just stuck this back in one of them containers. But it wasn't in the container, and if anybody wanted to steal this, they could have, if they would have just took it out the pack and stuck it in their pocket. And that's just me thinking like a criminal. I used to have I have a bad history. I used to steal a lot when I was younger. That was what 2 of my felonies came from back in the day. But anyway, just basic box, and I did smell this in the store, which is really what made me buy it. No, you cannot see through this, but smelling this through the atomizer, it smells damn good. And I'm actually gonna get us a spray, so not a bad sprayer. It actually smells good. It kind of smells like something I already have. I can't place it right now. But I think it's a nice fragrance, especially for the price I paid for it, about 15 bucks. It's that same Mont Blanc emblem that's on the top. That's what this is made out of, as you can tell. So I like this. It's a pretty decent pickup. I think it'll look pretty cool on the mantle, and hopefully one day I can find me another shelf, because my collection is getting ridiculous, man. Like, I got fragrances on the bottom layer, and now I'm starting to add them to the top of those fragrances, so it's getting a little bit out of hand. The other fragrance I purchased, in which I kind of regretted, this is Gucci Guilty. And the reason why I regret it is because this is a 50 ml bottle. And I actually looked it up online before I even picked it up. Purchased it, rather, I should say, because I picked it up. And then I looked it up and I put it back. And I thought I could find it for cheaper on another website, but the prices were all close to the same. Around the $45 to $50 range for this. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna say, well, why didn't you just look on eBay? Well, for one, I don't trust eBay. I don't trust Craigslist. I don't trust any of them websites like that. So feel free to give your money to complete strangers that could possibly shit you. And you can also get shitted from a department store too, but I would much rather, spend my money on something that I know I can return. Most of the time you get shitted online, people shut down websites and change things and you can't get in touch with them. And so the lady did tell me after she rung this up, it ended up being like 70 some odd dollars with this, and this. And I took this off and I purchased the other two. And then she said, well, you can return this if you don't like it. So I got in the vehicle. I did bust this open from the bottom just in case I have to return it. And I smelled it. And I kind of like it. It's okay. It's cool. I like the bottle. I'm pretty familiar with some of the Gucci Guilty fragrances. I hated Gucci Guilty Absolute. I absolutely despise that fragrance. That shit was way too masculine, too strong for me, too woody. But this is not bad at all. I like this one. So I'll end up keeping this one. No biggie. And yes, I know $50 for 50 ml is too much, but I know what I'm paying for. I'm paying for Gucci. It's not like paying $50, $60 for Mont Blanc, in which I won't do. I'll pay it for Gucci, but not Mont Blanc. It's just certain things I will not do. And I really didn't want to do it for Gucci, but there really wasn't much to be picked through. So what I did was I just let it be what it was. Next up, so this is one I've seen at this particular TJ Maxx in Fernandina Beach, and I didn't know much about it. I did get into Ferragamo a little bit heavy when F Black. When I found out about F Black and a few other Ferragamo fragrances. Somebody seen this on one of my videos and they said I should have picked this up. Well, I kept going back because, for one, if you can see, it said women's. And this is straight from the factory. When they send these stores these fragrances, they already come priced. The only price that the actual store puts on is when it becomes discounted, they put these on. So they already come pre-priced. And I thought that $25 was a little bit too much for something I knew nothing about. So I waited for it to drop. And $20, and you say, what's $5? $5 is a lot, depending on what it is and what you're doing. So I went ahead and got this, and I looked it up, and it's actually a men's fragrance, 100 ml, 3.4 ounce, and it is a Timo Pour-Homme Black Musk. So now you can stop putting it in the comment section. Hey man, you should try this and try that, and it smells good. I have it now, so relax, guys. I love you guys. You know I do. I'm just acting up right now. So I've heard that this fragrance kind of smells like, what's the name of that other popular fragrance? I can't think of the name of it, but let's give it a spray anyway. Oh, that's a nice spray. That's very nice. It's a nice mist. This is one I'm probably going to have to get used to. it's a little peppery on the initial spray. I like this bottle. That's nice. That is nice. This cap is see-through, but it's tinted black. I like that. That's nice. I hate the fact that I can't see the juice through bottles at times, but I don't get to use my fragrances that often because I have so many. And I have to give you guys a new count, a new head count on my fragrances also. Because I'm well past 200 now. So I'll do a count update. This is not bad. It's not bad. I can get used to that. I want to say this is more of a cooler weather type fragrance. Not so much for the heat. I'll have to do some background digging on this just to see. But it's not bad. Spice Bomb is the one that people said that this kind of reminded them of. But I've never smelt Spice Bomb, so I couldn't tell you. And last but not least, I talk so much trash about this fragrance, guys. And everybody keeps saying, oh, you gotta let it dry down, man. Let it dry down. It's beautiful when it dries down. So I said, okay, I am gonna try this again. So I can't even believe I'm going through with this again. Versace Loam. And I'm not going to tell you how I attained this. Well, it wasn't illegal, I'll say that. So, I didn't steal it. I didn't, nothing like that. But I did decide I want to give this a try again. So, just know that whatever price you think I paid for this, I didn't. The first time I bought this from Ross, they had it for like 30 some odd dollars, 30 or 40 some odd dollars, something around in there, like $35 or some shit like that. I don't know. But I refused to pay that for this fragrance, knowing that I probably still won't like it. So, just to be fair and listen to you guys, I am going to try this once more. And even if I don't like it, I'll probably just keep it anyway. I didn't pay much for it, so it's not like I gave away a boatload of money. I bartered for this, is what I did. So I have it. I will give it a try eventually. It won't be anytime soon. But this is really not one that I'm into. Like when I first sprayed this, I returned it immediately to Ross. And I was like, oh no, I can't do this. This smells horrible. I didn't even want this shit on my skin after I sprayed it. I was like, fuck no, I'm good. This shit going back. So I'm going to give this a try, guys. I'm going to give it a try again. So I'll let you know what I think. What I may do is do a video. I'll do the initial spray on my wrist, smell it for a little while, let it dry down. I'll talk to you guys in the meantime. Talk to you guys, let it dry, and then come back and let you know what I think. So we'll probably do that video like that. But I don't think this really was a bad haul at all. Actually, I think this haul is probably a little better than the haul that I got this past weekend. And for the simple fact that this and this are the two top ones, and I'll probably put this one at the top, this number 2, depending on what else. I can't remember exactly what it was I had yesterday, but you know, this will probably be 5 with one of the other 2 or 2 of the other 4 that I had, I think, being above this one. But Who knows? But anyway, I'm out of here. I'm finna eat this ice cream and lay down for about 30 minutes. So you guys be easy and let me know what you guys wore today. You already know what I wore. High by Alfred song. I'm interested to know what you guys wore and what kind of responses you got from people, if any. I'm out. Peace.